Hello, everyone. There we are. Let's see how many amazing people will be stopping by today. Get a chance to say hello to my amazing community. Donnie C. Thanks for stopping by, man. Bonjour, mon ami Benoit Paquette de Gatineau. Merci, Benoit. Robert Krebs, hello there. Hello to you, Mr. Robert Krebs. Thanks a lot, Robert. Hey, GT. Greetings, Bruce. Greetings to you, GT. Nice to see you, man. Thanks a lot. Louis Acosta, hello to you, sir. Thanks a lot, man. Craig, 1971. Nice to see you always. There's Karen. I see you, Karen. Oh, she says it before me. Nice to see you, Karen. Hey, Donnie C. Thanks a lot, man. I appreciate that, bro. Yeah, a lot of you give me a lot of hands all the time. Sometimes I don't see things you guys do, and I appreciate you being here, man. We need someone protecting this channel and community anyways, because now the bloody community is being attacked. That sucks. On all angles. Thanks a lot, Donnie C. I appreciate that, bro, for sure. Quinn Lee. Bonjour. How are you, Bruce? Very fine, sir. Hey, Vet Chris. Hi there. Thank you very much. All my English friends here. It's amazing. Well, that's Bruce, because that's where we're on the English channel. I have too many channels, right? Harry Brookover, how's it going? Very good, man. Thanks, I appreciate that. Thanks, Harry, for everything, man. The comments and the support. You guys rock. Always great to hear from you, man. Thanks, Lewis. I appreciate it, man. I get good support from you guys. It's you are my only inspiration to make these videos, so I just keep making them. There's lots to be able to do with the footage and stuff. I could just, it's been gray here for a long time. But name change, the is beware mouse. Hello. Then suddenly. Life's not like the way. Hey, LT Gold 007. Hi, I'm on the road, but I'm listening. Well, I'll talk loud for you, man. Thanks a lot, LT Gold 007. Thanks for the ongoing, man, the support and everything. Hi, Bruce. What's next to the moon? Jean-Marc Minez. Well, I posted what was next to the moon a couple of years ago on the Patreon page this morning. An amazing video, and with the members. Well, what's beside the moon is often objects appear beside the moon, right? And in the States, somebody could see an object that I'm not going to see here necessarily, that's for sure. Christophe, T de Savoie 73, un petit bonjour de France, Bruce. Toujours bien apprécié, mon ami. Même, j'ai commencé le live stream en pensant que j'étais sur la chaîne française. Ça va bien, hein? Merci pour le support, Christophe. Vegan Realist. Hi all. Hello to you, Vegan Realist. Thank you very much for being here. Love from Canada, Yvette. Thanks a lot, for supporting the channel. LT Gold, keep your eyes on the road. What you listen to? I like bolts and lightning. What's your type of... No, actually, you can't answer. That's true. I'm sure he's listening to some cool rock song. Or maybe he's like me. Sometimes I like driving. It's funny, I'm a musician, But when I'm in the car, total silence. Hello, darkness, my old friend. I like sometimes just strolling down the road without hearing anything. Feels good sometimes. Karen Massey, there's a nasty amount of... Hey, Karen. Thanks. See, I'm even coughing with the smoke. No, with all seriousness, it's pretty bad. And I've been, especially here in Canada, we're hearing about the news. But then again, I'm listening to the news in your end in the States. My news is the States, because that's where all the action is, it seems. But it's getting scary, Karen, to see all the amounts of acres that were burnt, and then that gender reveal party that did fireworks or something, then burnt down 6 million acres, and that was as of yesterday or even the day before, I think. It's getting bad. Oregon, and all these skies now, other people in the West Bay area, everyone's seeing all these skies, red skies filled with smoke, but that's not going to help with the breathing. It's going to cause a whole bunch of weather. It's not going to be predictable anymore, the weather, because there's storms that are created over these big clouds, right? The other day in California, a couple weeks ago, I think last week or something, the storm was zapping dry areas in California with, lightning, and just fires were starting. Why all of a sudden? I know it's not recent, but why just in the recent, past 5-10 years or whatever that this is happening? Climate change. That's what they're saying. The floods. That's nothing. Wait till a volcano erupts. Did you guys hear, like in 1880s, one of the biggest volcanoes, the biggest volcanic eruption on Earth was in the 1880s, or 1886, if I'm not mistaken. And it deafened everyone. It deafened everyone that was 20,000 kilometers or 15,000 kilometer radius around it, because the sound was the loudest ever produced sound on Earth. Now, could you imagine if on top of all these problems that we're having, imagine volcanic eruption big enough that would change the whole world or kill so many people. Just a quick mention, me as a Canadian, on September 11th, I remember that morning and the exact time, I woken up at 9 o'clock and already some planes had hit the building. I don't want to linger on it. I know a lot of Canadians, I had a lot of friends in New York. You guys are even closer in the States and stuff. But, my heart goes out to the families that lost people because of that stupid terrorist attack and stuff. I think of it a lot, all the time. And, but we have to have a better September 11th, and that's what we're going to do. But I'll never forget that date. Jean-Marc Minez de la France. Ben merci, Jean-Marc Minez, d'être passé. Only here for a sec, have a plumber here. Oh, Yvette, thank you very much for stopping by. Y'all have a great day. You too, Yvette. Thank you very much. Ask the plumber if he believes in UFOs and stick the live stream on and watch it at the same time. Bruce the ET came down to visit us from the moon. Oh, has he? Well, would you please send him here? That there, I believe that, Benoit. I absolutely believe that. Je crois ça à 100%. That the ET came down to visit us from the moon. I most definitely believe that. I believe anything that's coming from elsewhere is probably coming from the moon. We have no idea. This big complex system, the moon, right? And we have no idea what's beyond the moon at all, except for the illustrations and depictions or whatever that NASA's been showing us. But in reality, there could be so much stuff beyond the moon, and most likely there is. We're seeing objects come into the solar system every year. They're often mentioned, very rarely mentioned before they come in. Oumuamua is one of them that I talk about a lot, which is, apparently came from interstellar space, and it did not have a regular shape. I didn't understand why they would say it didn't have a regular shape. Well, apparently, just never has been a shape like that seen in space ever, because asteroids are potato shapes, which was interesting, and I'm not joking about this. There's even the potato theory. Any asteroid under 300 kilometers, I mentioned a couple of times this week, but it's important to know. It's good information. In general, when you see a spherical planetoid or planet-sized object, it's usually always 300 kilometers wide. So the object, even that I saw near the sun, was not perfectly spherical. So, it gives you an idea on the size sometimes of these asteroids. And I did not know that. I only learned that recently, about a couple months ago, that asteroids need to be so many kilometers wide to have a spherical shape. Not that they need to be, but that's what's being seen, right? But this sliver, Oumuamua, that came from interstellar space, was even gaining speed as it was rotating itself forward. As it left the solar system, it left even faster than when it entered. So the sun was pulling it into the solar system, obviously, because that's what pulls everything in. It took me, the first time I started researching, I think the first 3 weeks, this was always coming up. When I was looking for an asteroid, it was always beside the sun. Well, duh. Of course, that's what's attracting it into the solar system most of the time, unless fragments are coming in from other areas. Those neutron stars exploded a couple of years ago. That sent a whole bunch of fragments out in space and everything. Maybe they're still coming this way. We don't know. Who knows? It's getting interesting. Every day, right? Like there's this new asteroid or type of asteroid that's spiraling its way towards Earth or near Earth. One recently, a smaller asteroid. I think it was my gosh, I don't even know if it was 6 meters or 7 feet. I think something like that. But it doesn't matter. The ideal is its speed, I think. These objects come in at 50,000, 60,000, 75,000 kilometers an hour. And of course, they break up. They disintegrate when they come into Earth's atmosphere. But what about the ones in lower Earth? What are they doing there? 3 of them were detected last year. NASA talked about them. Never saw NASA talk about those ever again, actually. Never, never, never. Hey, Darla Lama. Thanks for being here. Christopher Rollins, hello. Happy to see you. I'm scrolling back up. There's Dana Shiver. Thank you, Dana. I appreciate that so much. Thank you for being here. A Sweet Peace, Mademoiselle Sweet Peace, Quebec Peekaboo family. Hello there, neighbor. Sweet Peace. Thanks for being here. Merci, Darla. Oui, Benoît est dans la maison. Il est toujours avec nous, Darla. Ça, c'est super cool. Glenn Curley, for me, elevator jazz rolling down the road. Oh, yeah. There you go, man. Jazz, too. I like that. That's another thing. I haven't ever touched any jazz songs with the guitar and stuff like that. But, I mean, that is music. I don't know. Blues and jazz, for me, is it's more than rock and roll. It's actually, I shouldn't, maybe I'll get closed down saying that, but it's true. It depends on who's playing and who's singing it, right? But I've heard some amazing bluesy, more blues than the jazz, but I like jazz. I like saxophone too. I could talk about that for hours. J'ai besoin d'apprendre le français. Yeah, Louis. You know, that's another thing I should do, Louis, is have a French course, online French course for free, teaching everyone French every day. But I'm the same as you, man. I go onto these people's channels sometimes, especially Spanish, Louis. Okay? I study Spanish to be able to do my Spanish videos, and I learn every time I do it. But I wish I could fluently speak the language. I'm picking up 20, 30 words all the time, every day, but it's a lot of work. It really is a lot of work. I think I'll scroll back up. There's Christopher Rollins. Scrolling back up. John P. Adventures. Okay, I didn't think I missed that much. Hold on. That's the amount of smoke in California. There we go. So Yvette Chris, only here for a sec. Bye, Yvette. I'll see you later. Good luck with the plumber. Christopher Rollins is in the house. Hello, Bruce and family. Thank you very much, Christopher, for everything, buddy. The comments, the support. I appreciate that. Then suddenly, still waiting for stacked footage. Then suddenly, not following what you're saying. Do you copy? Then suddenly, Bruce sees all name change. This is Beware Mouse. Yeah, I'm not following, bro. I like. What's it called? That game we have to guess charades. But no, I'm sorry. I'm not following, bro. I'm probably just me. We got you, Bruce. We always support your work. Really enjoying the mesh 3D footage. Craig, thanks a lot, man. I appreciate that. And you see what it does, the mesh, eh? It gives an elevation and like an angle to different features, but it's not manipulating the features that are on the surface. It's giving us a better idea of probably how it is, which is just using a 3D mesh. But you watch, there'll be a lot of people saying that every image that I've ever taken is just three-dimensional. Because in reality, I'm doing it along the Terminator line, and that's what's giving us the dimensions. But you see, when I put the wire mesh, the 3D mesh in Craig 1971, I sharpen it just enough to start seeing more of the features. It's incredible how it comes out. So we can do that for a little while to get some a bit better views with a bigger telescope, different telescope. It's going to be incredible. And of course, I'll be investing in an infrared machine, which I'm going to go to Montreal to inform myself exactly. I want to pay for what I want to get. Okay, no more screwing around. We want to look at the sky all day and all night. We want to be able to film. I want to have good enough cameras to be able to film in a wide angle. So I don't want to just see the little lights going by. I want to see the whole sky so that we can analyze when these lights come in, from which constellations and stuff. Because I see all this with my eyes, but sometimes it's not easy to do it. But these are all future things that are coming soon, maybe a year, 2 years, who knows. But it's going to be really cool. Because, I don't even know what they're going to sell infrared. I want to get military grade. I want to ask around to if I have to travel to see somebody that has maybe some equipment for sale. I want to really, really take the time to get something that I'm going to be able to use. And of course, every single thing that I'm going to be filming with that, I'm going to be sharing here. Everything. The installations and everything. So that's going to be pretty cool. Thanks a lot, Craig971. Thanks again, man. Hello, Bruce. Happy I made it. Thank you very much, Darla Lama, for having made it. Like that little cool alien beside you. And LT Gold 072. Thanks a lot, man, for being a member. I appreciate that. Thanks to all of you. If you see a new join button on the channel, well, it's to become a member. And the extra perks that you're going to get is going to be a couple of videos a month. And I'm going to be more than a couple. I'm going to try to get in one a week. I prefer saying it now so that I have to do it. And no, seriously, I want to get as much as I can up there. A little bit different, the video. So in other words, like on the members channel, those of you that just saw the members, or even on the Patreon channel, I posted that blue planetoid object or piece or whatever it was beside the moon. So it's not that I'm not going to show it here, but that obviously whatever was quality and never shown before, I'll get them out there. And then probably near the end of the month and stuff like that, once in a while these videos will come out. But I am trying to make the member section unique so that it's the same work, but we're looking at it in different ways and stuff. And I get more ideals for it and stuff, but it's definitely going to work. Patreon, the idea was to wait for more patrons, but why should I? Because the patrons that are there are always there, and they're supportive, and so I'm going to start making a lot more videos on the Patreon page, that's for sure. But you guys here is the reason why I was able to do all these videos and stuff. It's all the support that I get here, the thumbs up that you guys and gals give the channel too. Always greatly appreciated, that's for sure. John P. Adventures, cheers to you, sir. Dana Shiver, my moon girl. That sounded a bit direct, sorry. But it's true. I love you to pieces. I got a lot of you guys and gals on there that I love that I have never even met. But I get a lot of good support and feedback from some of you. It's like a game of Clue being here, right? You never know who is a troll and who's not a troll. But if I spent my entire day assuming that you all were, I'd never be able to locate any of you. That's how it is. Because a troll usually hates the channel he's following, so he usually shows himself or herself often enough, and I let them do that. What do you want to do when you live in a shoe? That's such a stupid expression. But seriously, I mean, it's not like something you can combat. It's sort of like mosquitoes. We all complain when we go camping because there's mosquitoes. But we still all go camping. We just swat the hell out of the mosquitoes. That's what I'm basically doing. Cheers to you too, John P. Adventures. Tu veux que je parle? Hey, Jean-Marc Minez, j'espère que tu es au courant de ma chaîne française, hein? Il y a OVNI Québec Astronomie, c'est sur mes featured channels, juste sur le côté droit de ma page, parce que mon droite c'est ta gauche, mais en tout cas. OVNI Québec Astronomie, je fais des live streams, mais demain aussi, après-midi, heure de Paris, 7h. 7h PM, heure de Paris, je vais faire en direct, parler avec la communauté aussi. Mais quand même, Jean-Marc, si tu as une question ici, si tu le poses en français, aucun problème, mon ami, je vais te répondre en français. Un grand plaisir. J'ai beaucoup de personnes françaises qui viennent ici pareil, de l'autre chaîne, fait que it's all good. On a une grande famille ici. Bruce, I've finally started posting moon videos on my channel. Christopher, thank you. You know what? I'm going to have to go take a look at that. And there's a couple of you that have. I have, Carlos D. Fletcher too. I can never get to everyone's videos. That's for sure. That's sure. But I want to, and I appreciate when you let me know. And we have like a, little family that once in a while I do try to check out your videos. Clyde Law is also here the other day. He's doing stuff on the moon too, even a telescope if I'm not mistaken. Carlos D. Fletcher, you'll definitely appreciate his videos about the controversial videos, not just about Google Earth maps and stuff like that. I was looking around his channel, really cool videos and stuff. I get a lot of feedback from these guys. They're supporting me and stuff, and I mean, who would I be to, it's impossible to know who's a troll and who's not. But when somebody supports your channel, you can only thank them, right? Even if somebody says that person's a little weird, well, yeah, but they're here commenting and supporting the channel. So until anything weird happens, I always stick around. I'm not talking about Carlos and Clyde there. I'm talking about the trolls that you guys know. No hiding. I've talked enough about them all, and I don't hide that. I can't hide it. I wanted people to know that things were happening. Oh, thank you, Jean-Marc. Yeah, ma petite casquette, ça a-tu l'air plus... Il y en a un qui me dit que ça a l'air français, un peu. Je sais pas. Ça se peut. Fait plus comme un casquette de saxophone. J'en ai un là, qui fait que ma tête est tellement plate, là. Tu rirais. Un autre. La tête écrasée, j'aime ça. Les casquettes bizarres, ça c'est... J'ai toujours eu des chapeaux, des casquettes bizarres. Différents que les autres. Dana Shiver is in the house. Sorry, Bruce, the only French I speak has something to do with tan monkey. No problem. Yeah, I learned it here because I'm in Quebec. Then suddenly, I'm in Quebec, and that was, even in school, we had to learn French. You have to pass French in school. It's like math here in Quebec. Then there was fighting with the English and the French. Then the French signs had to be up before the English lines. Like, for example, if I was to open a ceiling fan store and call it Fantastic, well, the French people would look at your your store and wonder what the hell you sell. They'd see a building with just Fantastic written in front of it, So you have to sort of get into the lingo. And obviously, the French people are the clients and stuff. But there's English people as much as French people here. We're pretty mixed in Quebec. The law is French. It's said to be a French province. I mean, there's an accent in my name of the province. So, my real name is Cedric. Cedric from Quebec. J'ai besoin d'apprendre le français. Mais come to Louis, come to tomorrow's live stream in French. You'll learn a lot of stuff there, man. I'm basically saying the same words over and over. Yeah, elevator jazz. I like that, man. Elevator jazz. I like the fact it says elevator jazz. I know exactly what you're talking about, dude. Just smooth driving. You don't want to have any horns or anything. Just a jazz beat. The little side hitting of the snare. Or they have usually their, whatchamacallit, like their brush sticks. I was trying to say, that was a tongue twister. They just have that little... I can play drums too. I like playing drums. I've never owned a drum set because my neighbors would kill me. But it's something that I love to play. Climate change plus foolish people. Perfect recipe, eh, Karen? That's exactly what's going on. Climate change and foolish people. They're continuing. You see that? Nothing's changing. They're talking about all the problems that could have occurred, and now the problems are occurring, and they're still continuing on and on and on. And when I say continuing on, they're doing the same pollution that they were doing, and now everything, their carbon footprint is even heavier. That's what's going on. We're doing so much, Okay, people have to fly around. I get it. Maybe someone for his business has to use the plane 6 times a week. But in reality, wouldn't it be awesome if he didn't have to use a plane, right? I mean, how much pollution is going up in the sky? How many people on a long-term basis are going to die because of that or have problems with their lungs so that somebody can go to 6 jobs? When you think of it. Or 1 job, but fly 6 times, Thank you very much. Oh, who's this? Oh, Kaliko Don. Hi, how's it going? Nice to see you. Love knowing you're watching the same sky as me. Amazing Canadian friend. Yes, thank you. That's exactly it. When you look at what I'm capturing, say to yourself, it came from your end or it's on its way to your end for sure. Your work is awesome. Thank you for never giving up. Kaliko, thank you very much. I love you to pieces. And yeah, I was flabbergasted with your garden. Just I've never lived in an area where there was that I could have a garden like that, and that's absolutely amazing. But thanks for connecting, Kaliko. Another channel I have a lot of fun with. She's a big supporter. My neighbor, Canadian neighbor, faraway neighbor. She's at the other end of Canada, and I'm here. She has amazing winter scenes too. The snow is heavy here in Quebec, but I think you guys are pretty much up to par with us here too, for sure. I think Kaliko probably maybe even has more snow than me. I don't know. Depending now, we never know with the weather is so boggled, right? Thanks again, Kaliko. Elevator jazz. I have to look that up. Is there like is that like a certain hey Glenn, like a certain type of music you have, like, you know, bluegrass jazz, you have like elevator jazz. Bluegrass is not jazz, but anyways, I'm mixed up in my music types. Sweet Peace, Quebec, Peekaboo family, merci beaucoup. I scrolled back up because I had a lot to catch up on, but I'm getting there. Quinley, nice and calm. Hey, Quinley, thank you for being here. Appreciate that, man. Dana, good to see you again. Cuckoo, Sweet Peace. Yeah, nice to get the family together again. Glenn Curley, our Canadian friend. Yes, I don't not know why, but that icon, every time I see it, it's the only icon I've ever been able to remember his name is the Glenn, and I don't know why. But when I see that icon, it's just, you know, with the hockey and the games and stuff, when I see that, it's like, I don't know, maybe it's something to hockey. Used to be. When I see that, it's like the stick in there, it's like it hits my eye. So I recognize him. Yellowstone. Another beautiful place I would love to visit. Definitely. Yellowstone is, yeah, big in Canada. No, Yellowknife. Thank you very much for sharing my channel link. Dana Shiver, you are a precious, amazing person. Joe. Joe Kisser. Oh, Bruce. Usually I'm good with the names. Casareno. Joe Casareno. I hope I'm pronouncing that right, brother. Good day and warm regards from... That's all I was trying to do is just focus on the name. From Buffalo and Treasure Island. Wow, Florida. We have you on a Zoom meeting. How about the geology in Yellowstone? That is absolutely amazing, having me on a meeting. Is anybody watching me? You know what? The geology, that's another thing I've always been very, very interested in. But from Buffalo and Treasure Island, Florida, we have you on Zoom meeting. How about the geology in Yellowstone? Don't know enough about it. Wish I did. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to pretend or make up or try to Google it. But I don't know. Probably do not know, Joe, enough about the geology in Yellowstone. I sort of screwed up your meeting probably, eh? You should have asked me a question about the moon, Joe. Or something like that. Sorry, man. Geology in Yellowstone. Hold on. Maybe I'll freshen my mind here a minute. Because I do know a little bit about it, but I don't want to flash. So I'm typing in, does Yellowstone exist? No, I'm kidding. Geology Yellowstone National Park. I thought it had to do with the eruptions for sure. Pulled apart, glaciated, eroded, subjected to volcanism. Very interesting. All of this geologic activity formed the mountains, canyons, and plateaus that define the natural wonder that is Yellowstone National Park. I know a lot about Yellowstone, but yeah, all formed by volcanoes and stuff. Even looks to see, it looks like there's even some active there. That's very interesting. But you know what? That question, well, that tells me something that is very interesting for me is that, who says the moon is not formed geologically that way by volcanoes? It could be. It definitely could be. But the problem I have with that, Joe, is that there are structures there. That's the thing. But I believe analyzing places like that, Yellowstone, and geology, and the study of that, people should. Why are there no geologists on the moon? That's who should be up there. Geologists, archaeologists, get them up into space. They said Armstrong was an engineer, right? Don't forget. Armstrong built structures, right? This guy was an engineer, and he was on the moon. Why, right? You wonder why. So I screwed that question up, basically. But yeah, if you want to talk about volcanoes, the bit of research that I did on volcanoes is I'm not going to hide it. There's different types of flows, right? You have, explosions from volcanoes that make splatter and everything because they dry as they're in the air. They get cold after the explosions and stuff. Sure, I studied about different types of volcanoes and stuff like that. Am I a genius in it? Far from it. But I was curious because on the moon, with all this smoke and the haze, you can't help but wonder what's causing all the smoke and haze, Then I look into other things like, gases or substances that form to gases and how they are heavier or not so heavy on the moon because of the gravity. So you got to take all these things into consideration. And I'm no genius, so it takes me a long time to look things up sometimes. But because I did find out all those little points, it sort of makes me believe that it's worth looking into. Get some archaeologists and geologists up there on the moon. Obviously, there are geologists working here from Earth, or maybe in I was going to say the PlayStation, I always like to say. The space station. Maybe there are some geologists. I know there have been. I know that. But I mean now, is there one working there right now? Those Russians came back from the space station, did they? I don't know if they came back. The ones that saw those UFOs, right? 3 or 4 of them following each other in a straight line, not one behind the other, but one beside the other. I wonder if they're going to talk about it. No word on the Pentagon. Hey, they're not talking about any UFOs at all. Oh, that sucks. That really sucks. So thanks for the kind words, Bruce. My pleasure, Lewis. Appreciate it, bro. Thanks for being here, man. Merci. And I'm going to say it in French. Ça me fait plaisir. It is my pleasure. Ça me fait plaisir. Yeah, it's like, same thing for me. I'm trying to do Spanish, and I'm trying to do it so that, ocho, I don't want to have any accent, and I'm pronouncing each word. I get tired after making a video in Spanish. I go to sleep. I'm burnt. It took like all my head to be able to formulate a couple of sentences. I'm trying to reach Spanish-speaking people. It's not easy, but I like practicing languages. Languages is one of the things that I pick up very fast on. I used to work for Greek people. I was talking a lot of Greek. I remember still a lot of words in Greek, but you lose it, eh? When you stop talking, this has been years there. So I lose like 75% of everything I remembered. But I like learning other languages. I believe that climate change has been responsible for the ferocity of our fires in the U.S. Yep. And that's what they're saying, Karen. They really are saying, some scientists, lots of them are saying that. I was reading it just this morning in an article on, I don't know if it's phys.org, but they were saying exactly what you just said, and it's true. The climate change, the thing is that now that hole that's opened up over Antarctica, over the Arctic, is a lot bigger, and it's heating up complete islands. And in Siberia, just a couple of weeks ago, we'll say a couple of months ago, actually, I think it's more a couple of months, Christmas, I guess. It was far enough from here in December or January. But did you see the temperatures in Siberia? Islands were melting. And they were, kids were naked, playing and bathing in the rivers. Think of it. And they were in their bathing suits and stuff. So what the hell? You say, how come that's happening? That's the climate change. And what's happening is going to have a funnel effect. So it's going to have a ricochet. It's going to be like a tsunami. So that means the wave's going to come, right? And then it's going to go back, and it's going to go underneath that other wave and come back, and it's going to knock us the hell out. That's what's going to go on. So the drasticness of the climate change, we won't be able to follow it. What they're predicting, it's further than that. It's already happening, and their predictions were way off on a lot of things. So that's screwing everything up. Obviously, it's unpredictable. It's basically unpredictable. Hey, thank you very much. Let me see, I'm trying to click. Hey, Pug Boy. Love the new 3D, Bruce. Really puts a new way of looking at structures. Amazing. Love you all and Darla. Thank you very much, Pug Boy. Appreciate that, man. Thanks for the ongoing, man, support and everything. And yeah, the 3D with that mesh. And I showed the before and after so that people don't think that the structures are there because I'm using 3D programs. I'm using the Terminator line, and it's important to know. Thanks a lot, man. Really appreciate that. Appreciate that, sir. Sweet peace, Quebec, peekaboo to you, my belle. Yes. Yes, she's a lady, Darla. I didn't even know. Sean Campbell 9. Hello, Bruce. Hey, Darla. I have a video about 9/11 you might want to see. I don't know. Yeah, 9/11, very touchy subject. But if it's one you posted, you mean? Well, check it out, Sean. If it's one that you posted, bruh. Yeah, the skies are red here in NorCal. Hey, man, thanks, Donnie. And yeah, that's... So what's that? This is going to affect with the sun, I guess, how's that going to work? Like, if California fires last, like, for months and months and months, and what happens if there's more fires and then we start getting under darkness? Then we're going to have a lot of trouble down here. We're going to suffocate. That's what's going to happen. But it's scary as hell seeing those fires and seeing the way they... Like, I've seen a forest fire start. No, I didn't start it, but I've seen it start. And I saw it go from little bushes, first of all, dried grass, to longer dried grass, to shrubs, and then trees and houses. I've seen that before in the Valleyfield area. That one time it had started, and it took, I think, 5 minutes for the entire part of the forest to be engulfed. So you can only imagine how fast it's going through that. Sort of a little bit worried about the wildlife too, eh? Probably a lot of wildlife that's going to be affected in those fires. You think there's a lot of animals there, you know? Do you guys have deer and moose? Does that exist outside of Quebec? You don't have it on your quarters. We have it on our quarters. Like, honestly, if ever I see a moose in the street, I would wonder where the hell I am. Because I don't see moose walking around the streets. They're in the parks over there. Not even. I'm not close enough. Well, yeah, actually, I am close enough. It's not true. Where I am, there is hunting, but there's no herd or anything, I don't think. No herd of moose. Inside joke there. Benoit Paquette, we could have frost overnight. That is scary. That means I'm going to have to close the yard. You know how I close the yard, Benoit? I go outside and I tie everything that's outside in the yard in one knot, and I lift it up and I bring it into the garage. Got my chairs or glass table outside, and not much in the yard I have there, but here in the winter it gets pretty bad. Like you in Gatineau. Capable d'avoir des méchantes tempêtes dans ce bout-là aussi, Gatineau. On entend souvent parler. For sure. Mike Smith, Mud Fossil University YouTube channel. Yep, know all about it. Mike, very good channel. A channel that I appreciate listening to. That's where you get all the good stuff. That's where people are getting all the good information. There's another channel. What's the name of that channel? Thought Y2 or Thought 2. You know, the guy with the mustache and the accent. You know, but I watch a lot of some of those videos too. You know, they talk about things that people don't really know and stuff. The information's pretty cool. After like 5, 10, 15 years of watching channels like that, do you believe me that somebody who spent his entire life on YouTube documenting or researching about all these channels and the fields and everything, this is like school, you know, it really is. There's a lot of bullcrap on here, but if you can see through that, easy enough. Thanks for sharing that, Mike. Yeah, these are amazing channels. I don't know if it's the same one I'm talking about, but if it's the same one I'm talking about, he's got like hundreds of thousands or millions of subscribers, but you get some good information. Christopher Rollins says, hello. Tracy B, hey y'all, how's it going, sister? Clerk 93, yo man. Thanks a lot. Clerks 93, sorry. I'm almost getting to the bottom now. So there, hey, there's Carlos D. Fletcher. Oh, speaking of you, brother, we're talking about your channel. Because you got some cool stuff, man. And I never have enough time to get to everyone's channel, but even, Christopher Rollins was saying it. Clyde Laws also does some stuff. You obviously know I'm careful with the mentions of the channels and stuff, not to change anything it has nothing to do with publicity, because I appreciated your a lot of your videos, man. Carlos D. Fletcher on lots of these subjects and stuff with the Google Maps and stuff. I like that. And I think that's good researching. So, you guys can check out his channel too. And he's a big supporter of the channel here. He gets my back. All of you do, you guys all get my back, Doc Chronic, I believe that climate change is caused by the United Nations spraying everything. Thanks for sharing that, Doc Chronic. I'm not going to deny that. When I hear theories like that, I've heard of them before, and I've heard some people say that before, and it remains always open in my head that, yeah, that's as maddening as it can be. It could be a very big possibility. We probably never know it. There's Cindy Luhu channel, and in my featured channels, also Carefree Observatory, who bought himself a 16-inch scope. You guys can go check him out to see what he's doing too. And if you're interested, give him some support. Let's see who else do we have here. Mike Smith. They're all dead body parts. Yeah, could be. Joe says, I know, stay safe. A commercial. Donnie C. Thanks a lot, Joe. Sandra Hunter. Hi. And hi to everyone. Thank you, Sandra, so much for stopping by. I appreciate that. Thanks for checking out the videos. I just want... Hey, Sandra, we got some cool, controversial videos here. I have a 14-inch scope. I get the moon. I get all the moving lights on the moon and stuff. If you want to check out the videos, more than welcome. I appreciate it. I watched the Falcon Lake incident for the 6th time. Yeah, I had heard about it. Not saying it's aliens, but very strange. It really is very strange. What else are they talking about, Glenn? Roswell. Again, they're still bringing out information about Roswell, eh? They're changing things now that were said in 47 and everything. They were changing a whole bunch of stuff. That is fun. That is totally funny. What was that? Darla, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Hey, they're talking about Glenn Curley. H. Oh my gosh. Is it H3? H2. I think. Anyways, Japan, right? They're going to be launching the H3. I think it is the H3. H3 launch with the LE3 or LE5 or H2 launch with the LE3. I shouldn't have even mentioned it, actually. I have no idea. But basically, it is put back. That's supposed to replace another satellite launch in Japan, a satellite launcher area for missiles and stuff. And those areas that they were talking about, it's the States, some of you in the States were talking about that area, saying that area is also launching ballistic missiles, so that's scary. But they have access and the power there to do so, It's always a little scary when you think of it. Oumuamua was a long stick or cigar shape. Yeah, absolutely. Exactly. It was really, really elongated, and it looked like a sliver, almost. But then again, we're saying sliver because I'm associating it with a rock. Was it a rock? I don't know. It's weird. It's definitely a weird shape. Could be something that spiraled away from some object or something. Like recently, I don't know if you saw it, the object I got on the moon, that I say hitting the moon, that's going towards the moon. It's an object, a straight long object, sort of with the nose bent a little bit, and that's spiraling down to the moon. So, that's not an asteroid when you see that. That's for sure. Thanks again, Sandra Hunter, for checking out the channel. A9, Bruce. My man, what is our shape of the Earth? I mean, is that the reason why the Earth holds water and others not? Makes sense because we have a different shape. Oh, listen, absolutely, nine, that can be. But like he says, he goes, is it the reason why the Earth holds water and others not? It could be because we have a different shape. That could very well be. We know how much percent of the Earth is water. There's a lot. There's more water than there's land, right? And then again, if Earth was flat, well, it wouldn't be 300 kilometers wide, apparently, right? It's not a fact, but if we depend on what NASA is saying about the asteroids having to be 300 kilometers, we'll probably never know it, right? But everything and every way we see something off of this Earth or at the end of the Earth, everything seems to be have an optical illusion. Like the structures on the moon that I'm getting that are all look like they're lying down all the time. No matter where you are, it looks like they're lying down. And then you turn the moon around and you go, you see things differently. Think of it, when they go to the moon, supposedly, even though they say they lost the technology to do so, which I believe. I probably never even had it. But maybe they did. You'll never know what I think because I'm into all theories. They went or they didn't. That I can confirm to you. That's all I can confirm, though. It doesn't matter to me whether they went or not. There's objects up there. Finding out if they went, well, that would be even more exciting because then we'd be able to have a lot of questions asking them, but it's funny. The landing area, supposed landing area, Mary of the Apollo 11 landing in 1969. That area, I'm not able to show any structures, objects, unless they are very big. Because there's only 6 or 7 objects I can see in Mare Imbrium. They look really big, like mountainous. There could be mountains too. But around it, a dark surface. So could the surface be flatter there? Because I'm trying to analyze with my footage, seeing where they said that they would have landed. Is there an actual place where there's possibly, that they could land? Of course, because they said that they were coming down like that, right? And sort of, they must have been traveling, 30, 40 kilometers an hour and then slowing down. Oops, look out for the crater, we heard a couple times. And then you just see this image of the lander on the moon, perfectly symmetrical. Do you think of that? They landed on the moon. The rover is perfectly symmetrical on the surface, like they're on a landing pad. Come on, right? And then they say that, if the moon is very squishy and it's like sandy, like walking in sand. Come on. The lander would have brought up so much dust, it would have made a pool, a crater line around the lander while it was landing on the moon. I believe that. When you think of it, how what's his name, Buzz, he says he stuck a marker in the area where the fuse box was to be able to make the link, the connection for yeah, come on. Come on. And I just put that in my tea. Forgive me a second. I just put my pen in my tea. Bruce is losing it. Who else is here? Let me see there as I'm scrolling down. Now, how come Carefree and Amarel, everyone pops up and I couldn't see before? Hey, Marty. Super Grover, the Mortician doesn't lie. Roswell. Oh, I know the Mortician. Super Grover. I love her channel. Thanks for sharing that. And she's got another awesome channel. She's a pretty spooky lady. That's what she is. Amanarel 4. Thank you very much. TR3Bs in the web. They know all. Oh, I believe it. I believe they're parked on the moon. Justin A.D. Maynard. Great work to Bruce. Bloke. Love all the vids, even if I can't. Hey, thanks, man. Even if I can't always see what you're pointing out. Justin, thanks for appreciating it. And yeah, sometimes I see a lot of stuff and I tend to depend on that, like you guys are automatically seeing it. I promise to do a bit more of an effort on that and maybe take the time more to indicate with arrows and stuff. Thanks a lot, man. I appreciate that. Dalalama was born in Wales. I got a lot of friends from Wales, but have Italian and Spanish in blood. Oh, wow. Nasty temper, he says? Yeah. Man, Irish, Scottish. No, it's Irish, Indian, and German. Yeah. You want to fight? Once I start clicking my heels, man, you got to be careful. Kidding. I don't click my heels. Spanish is another one I'm working on. Working on the Spanish language. Try to learn as much as I can. Dana Shiver, you're an angel. Carlos Skywatcher. Hey, Richard Borba's in the house. Okay, I'm scrolling back up, guys. Hey there, Richard Borba. Merci, thanks, man. Carlos Skywatcher's in the house. I have a t-shirt for you. Hope it's extra large. Haven't gotten any gifts yet. Maybe I'm thinking some people are going to send me some weird stuff. If one is a moose, then why isn't more than one meese? Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that is funny. It's like, yeah. Oh, I like those. I could go on for hours with those. Our language does not work, Carlos. It really does not work. It's true, eh? And we can see that with certain areas. Marry me, Bruce. I'm good. Hey, I'm single. If you take the time to come down, why not? Wow, Cindy, thank you very much. Sorry so late, Mr. Bruce. Hi, everybody. Late. Don't even think anything of it. I was checking the time, though. Okay. Thank you, Cindy. I love you. Thanks, Cindy, for the ongoing support. And like I said, Cindy too has her channel. I said at the beginning, Marty, which he's in the house apparently. Hold on. Most trusted channel is Bruce. Oh, thank you very much, Aminorel, for. Listen, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for your support, you guys and gals. I appreciate it so much. I'll be getting lots of member videos up, and I'll be getting, we're going to experiment now with the 3D and the meshing and stuff. I'll always show the before and after, which I didn't always do it in the past, and maybe that caused a lot of problems. A moose, a meese, 2 meese, 3 meese, 4 mithens, 4 meesons. The fire killed 90 PC of its wildfire. 90. Yes, I know it's so stupid. I don't understand why the hell there are not more bombers than that. And of course, I'm not there. I bet you're gonna tell me there's like loaded bombers, but water bombers. What the hell? We have some here in Canada too. Big ass water bombers. I don't understand why. Like, could they not just make a run, a big run over, like a big, project where 10, 15 rows of 10, 20 planes just go over and work on that area, and then everyone on the ground can move in after that water is, is it because it's too hot? Is it because they're not being able to do anything? Because we're just watching the fires burn. I don't see any water, so I don't know what the heck's going on. This is weird. Every live chat, my computer shuts down. Yeah, is it just when you're here? Because I got so many people that have problems here. Darla can't comment anymore, eh? She's here writing on the stream, but she can't comment to anyone half the time on my channel. It becomes disappointing. She can't write her own comments on the videos half the time. And that just gets disappointing, and it makes people not want to come back. Green-Eyed Devil 1, hello to you too. Thank you very much. Fino Paras. Thank you very much, Fino. I appreciate that. Is it Fino or Fino? Thank you very much. You guys rock. Seriously. Trying to get down there. Still didn't see Marty yet. Thank you all. Hope for a good day for everyone. Thank you very much, Fino. You're more than welcome all the time. Thank you very much. Fino Paras. Or Fino Paras or Paras. That's an awesome name. Thank you very much. Kaliko Don, take care, Bruce. All blessings to you. Thank you, Kaliko, for the contributions, the support, and for being the loving person that you are. Thank you very much for coming by the channel. She's probably already gone and I just missed it. Have a great weekend. See you in the stars. I hope. I like to think everyone sees me in the stars. Thank you, Kaliko Don. Franzi Graf, Carefree Observatory. Franzi, go check them out. Go and subscribe to our friend Marty, Carefree Observatory. It's like... JT, hey Bruce, everyone. JT's in the house. Super Grover, the mortician doesn't lie. I read that. Oh, how come I read that? Okay. Thomas Rebos, je te vois. That's why I took the time to go back up. Merci, Thomas, d'être ici. Puis je suis désolé si je t'ai manqué, man. Dana Shiver, the sweet lady in the house. I'm thinking of Christy Lindsay because she's coming on soon. I bet you. What's she bouncing around in today? Darla Lama, JT, welcome to the chat. Dana Shivers in the house. Cigar shaped is exhausting gas. Yeah, isn't that interesting? Hey, unless it's a cigar. Thanks again, Darla, for the contribution. Unless it's a real cigar smoking up there. But you see, that's the thing. Every time I catch UFOs on the moon, there almost always is a fire or smoke or flash or blaze close by to it. So you wonder, you go, if these are UFOs, do they have gas? Are they using fuel propellant? Are they using rocket or jet fuel? What are they using? Are they doing like NASA does, liquid hydrogen? And that's what they're using, right? They're using all these special high propelling gases, dangerous as hell. So I thought I saw a contribution, but I don't see anything on top. Scrolling back down to be sure I didn't miss anyone. Pug Boy, thank you very much. Animals displaced makes me so upset. Yes, Dana, I believe it. You see, how come I didn't see that? Have you seen a cloudless sky 2 days in a row? I've seen just clouds here. Kaliko, she's probably already gone. How come I missed these comments? Jan Peter, didn't see him either before. I went from top to bottom. It's too dry around must areas last year. Yes, it's no fire, no fires. I was able to get some amazing sunrise and sunset pics a few days ago towards Mount Hood, but too much smoke here. See, that's Fino. That's going to destroy all our chances at seeing the sky. I wouldn't be surprised if it persists that, Canada, the beginning of Canada must right? Like British Columbia at one point or something would start seeing smoke. I have no idea. No moose here, lol. It was cold here this morning. The weather is not predictable anymore. It really isn't, Karen. And that's just like here. About a week ago, I should have had to have turned on my heat, but I did not. I waited to turn on the heat, but it was really cold. See, I still didn't see Marty yet. I know I saw him before. Most trusted channel. Thank you very much, Avenarel 4. I appreciate that so much, my friend. East and west is burning. In the middle is frost and snow. Yeah, Frenzy. Exactly. How stupid is that? Did you see Colorado? That was 3 or 4 days ago. I saw Colorado. Colorado's walking by. Colorado had a snowstorm, but not just any snowstorm. Everything was covered. It had ice that was forming on the trees. The trees were breaking. This was 3 days ago in Colorado, live streaming, and it was coming down like it does here in Quebec. Sometimes the snow comes down so heavy when there's winds, it comes down in piles. It looks like someone's dumping snow on the surface. And I saw that in Colorado. Yet all around it, and further out, you got these fires. The scary part is that it's causing weather conditions, unpredictable phenomenons, weather phenomenons that occur that we're not even used to. So it's going to screw things up. Look at the flooding. It's getting bad. The flooding, the fires. But don't worry. Trees are not what gives us oxygen. That was a lie. Do your own research. I know it sounds crazy when I say that, but trees on Earth are about 1% of our oxygen. The water. We need water. Maybe we're fish people. Maybe the reptilians stuck us here because we're a part of them. And that's why we don't grow tails. Scary stuff. When do we get married, Super Grover? You are a female, right? Let me see. Oh, Grover. I love Grover. Who else? This is weird every live. Yeah, Glenn. Sorry about that, man. A lot of people are having those problems. Carlos Skywatcher in the house. Thanks, guys and gals. Scrolling down here. Still haven't seen Marty yet. I saw him before. Oh, there he is. Jeez, I haven't even got there yet. Hold on. Crying Hippie. I still have some more on top here. JT. Thanks for being here. I'm hanging around the apartment complex for looters. Oh. You be careful, Fino. Yeah. That's something inevitable, Fino, eh? That happens, I think, in all countries. Sad, eh? When something happens in a town, it's like you get a bunch of looters. Here, when we had the ice storm here in Quebec, you guys got to look that up. You want to see the biggest ice storm in the world? Look up what happened here in the 90s, the end of the 90s here. It was crazy. I hope it was the end of the 90s. Just check up the ice storm. I'm not going to mention any dates. I'm getting old. But everything broke. Everything broke. All the electric lines came down. You know, weather is strong. There's no two ways about it. We're not going to get over that. Bruce is all using video 3D imaging, cutting edge technology within his research. Thanks a lot, Marty. New way for Bruce, share his research with us all. Yes, yeah, I started 4 years ago doing that, and I didn't have enough amazing images to show the mesh, but I'm going to show the before and after because people are all going to say that I'm creating structures, and I'm not. But when you sharpen it and look at it with the mesh and you spiral it around, for me, I think it's a cool way of looking at the structures, but we're looking at the structures after having found them with a legitimate telescope. See Montreal. I like hearing Montreal's in the house. The Earth is obviously unobservably flat and stationary. Makes sense, see Montreal. I got nothing to say that could prove that wrong, actually. But I'm open to those theories. Absolutely, I'm open. And yes, stationary. That's very interesting. I'm starting to wonder myself. When we observe, look at the sky, look at the stars, look at the North Star. Stars are going around the North Star. So we have Earth and the North Star that are stationary, which we really are, right? Or it's us turning and then everything looks like it's turning. But I like that theory. I don't talk about it much because people just flip out. But it's a theory that I'm very interested in. I like that some people are trying to, Thank you, Kaliko. Double Dog dare you to do the same. Cheers. I'll share this one twice, too. Thank you very much, Kaliko Don. I love you for it. Amazing friends here. Richard Borba's in the house. Carefree Observatory. Hey there, Marty. Are you getting our smoke from Cali? Yeah, I wonder if Marty's seeing any smoke up there in his end. I was really thinking about that, actually. Wouldn't be surprised if they got some friggin' fires in even Marty's end. There was one not too long ago, a ranch or something that caught on fire, but it got pretty fast. Marty put the video up of that, if I'm not mistaken. He put the video up of that fire or something. I hope I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure he did. He was talking about it. Couple of Flatland, they set out on a boat in search for the end of the world. News a few days ago. Oh yeah? Flatland, they set out. That's Carlos Skywatcher. That's going to be pretty rad because, listen, we did it 100 years ago, 400 years ago. 500 years ago, 600 years ago, to find out if it was flat or not. I wouldn't be surprised if it was. And they'd probably get to, I bet you that if they get to the end of the world, it could be an area where, without even realizing it, he'll be actually going across to the other side. So that means we get a part where everything would look very odd at one point on the scenery. Maybe the scenery would look very low as going around to the other side, because obviously depending on how big Earth is, right? You know, that's the thing. How big is Earth in consideration to us? Like, you know, I don't know. Like the size, you know, what is the real size comparable to one human being, to see a human being beside the Earth? Crying hippies in the house. I'm going to get off soon. It's already 2:13, you guys. Colorado, I think, was ash from California, Bruce. I think you're right, man. That's what I heard. Raining ash, right? Yeah, it's literally raining ashes, man. In, I think, Colorado, yeah. I hope I'm not wrong. I think it was Colorado, they said. And even Oregon, right? And Oregon, they can see the whole sky. They were saying west, which I don't know where it is, West Bay area. I heard some region of that was seeing it. That's screwed up. Martin Conyard, hello. Hey peeps, I have to step out now, but I'll do my best to be around later. Thank you very much, man, for stopping by. Thanks for the fun. Bye for now. Thanks, Bruce and all. Thanks a lot, guys. Tracy B and everyone. Pug Boy. Thank you all for stopping by. Crying Hippie. If he hasn't seen me in a month and just said my name, would not be like, hey, Crying Hippie, where you been? Yeah, exactly. For sure. Hey, where you been, man? How you been? Fire is very close to her farm. Yeah, Cindy. That's what I was woke up thinking of, actually. No, that's fucked up. That sucks. The fires. Yeah, sorry guys, I'm just thinking of these fires. You know, you guys are all over the world. So it used to be that when I heard something happening in a certain area, I was emotional sometimes when things went on in the States. But having all of you here, you know, telling me, like Christy just, like Cindy just said, you know, fires are close and stuff like that. Yeah, those, you know, it makes you really wonder. You should see all around my house, I have buckets and bowls of extra water. You too, Dana? And food for all the animals that might be displaced and confused. Well, hang in there, guys. And that's, you know, nice. That's nice, Dana. That's awesome, actually. You know, the world does come together when it falls apart. It's sad to say. What's up, Uncle Skin? Give me some skin, bruh. Actually, that was the expression we used to use in school. I think it has another meaning these days. If he hasn't seen me, I read that, sorry. Yeah, so you got to be careful for sure. I mean, listen. Do you not think that it's odd that they're like sort of, it almost looks like they're deliberately killing off insects and bugs? I don't know. Here there was a lot of bees that died off by a mistake or something. They would have sprayed some Monsanto. Thank you. They would have sprayed some pesticides, and the wind would have taken those pesticides and traveled them off to another area, and they would have killed off a hell of a good part of a bee. Beehives and everything. I don't know if the guy was making honey or what, and they got these hives, but they all died. We're not careful. And you know what? The thing is that the solution for us to fix things, we use poisons to kill off certain things. Do you think it's not time for us to stop using poisons? You know, it's not helping the environment. And by killing off a certain insect that's evasive, they're not going to tell you, but they actually kill a lot of other animals. When I say they, it's nobody knows, because there's a certain spray that's sprayed in a certain area, and then after that everyone walks away, and then whatever insect or bugs or birds that die or that are affected there, well, they're not really lingering or mentioning about it. When did we start seeing big groups of fish dying off? Don't tell me 10 years ago we heard about that. I'm not going to believe you. I never heard of that. But now it's common, right? Maybe 10 years ago, right? But definitely not when I was younger. There was no tell of any birds dropping from the sky, dying off. And I knew something since I was very, very young. And my mother even told me that if ever it happened that birds dropped from the sky one day, it could mean sickness, and the government, and researchers would definitely flood to that area. And it's true. And that's what happens when we see all the fish, the dolphins. We got whales coming down here. Humpbacks, white whales, killer whales. And what the hell's going on? And it's sad because they're coming through our dams and locks here and they're dying. And, they're either getting caught in the dams, or one came all the way down here to Valleyfield, right? Or right beside Valleyfield. It's crazy. They're leaving the water because of something, right? Why? Why are the animals, doing that? It's because there's a bloody volcano in the bottom of the ocean that's going to explode. Maybe. I don't know. I'm trying to think of it, but who knows? Yeah, I'm going to send her a message, Christy, to be sure that she's all okay up there and everything. I feel that she's going to be safe, though. Even if she is surrounded by fires, I think she's going to be safe. Luckily, she's got enough probably dirt around her with her farm and stuff. Hopefully, she's plowing everything down now near the end of the year, and that there's not going to be so much of a fire issue, but it's crazy stuff. Nice people here, it says Fino. Fino, thank you very much. You included. Appreciate that. Here we have amazing people, and the people that are here are so supportive to the channel, wrench or not. We have people that are here that are always contributing to the channel, always speaking up good for the channel. I appreciate it so much. And they come back. It's always the same ones that come back. Omundo de Semen. Hi. Thank you very much. Quinn Lee, John, thanks for being here, guys. My beers are getting bigger. That's a good thing. Stop killing the poor bumblebee. Tell me about it, Pug. That really sucks, man. I have a thing for them, too, the nature. A thing for them. That sounds weird. But no, I don't have like a bee fetish or anything. But it's sad. It's really sad. And I'm worried about them dying off. And, we started hearing about it years ago when they started saying they're pollinating in Japan and China. They're pollinating themselves, the people, all the flowers. I'm like, wait a minute. It started back then, and you can see all the stuff starting. Darla, I agree with you, Pug. Yes, many are trying to split the members. Yes. Not only here for Bruce all my family. Oh, yeah, I probably missed something on top there, but that's true, Darla. It's sad. Please, those GMO mosquitoes, they just released. Oh, VC. I'm going back up. Sorry if I missed that. Oops, Scotland. Praying for everyone affected by the fires. Much love from Scotland. Thank you very much, Craig 1971. That's why I get along with Craig, because I get along with all Scottish people. Amazing. And I'm serious. All my life online, I don't know why I've had so many Scottish friends. Understatement. Weird is an understatement, absolutely. But hold on. Oh, Delicious Miles, 67. Nice to see ya. We had huge bloom of smoke stuck in Okanagan Lake from Washington State. Thank you very much for letting me know that. Thanks for sharing that. And yeah, Washington now is on the news too. That I was hearing they were talking about the smoke. It's crazy. Really is crazy. Hey, I see more bees in my garden this year. Oh, that's a good thing though, Fino. That is a good thing. You want let's talk positivity. Well, here for the first time this year, no, actually I didn't. Did I? Yeah, I saw a couple of grasshoppers this year for like the first time in ages. But the sad thing, there was no mosquitoes here. No mosquitoes here this summer. Not one. I didn't see any. Didn't get bitten. Didn't see any swarms. Not one swarm in the sky. Here we have swarms of mosquitoes. And they create these funnels, like I'm sure anywhere in other countries. the little bugs do that, and they go around, or they hover like that. You see tons of mosquitoes. Nothing. Absolutely nothing here. VC plus GMO mosquitoes, they just released. That's what I wanted to talk about. They released, like VC says, millions, right, my friend? Millions of mosquitoes. GMO mosquitoes. Yeah, listen, mosquitoes supposed to attack another type of mosquito and stuff. This is bull crap. And that's nothing. What about the ones, like the robotic little mosquitoes that they're talking about releasing? This is getting crazy. Carlos said, take a little time to catch it all. Crying hippie. They have been working on fire breakers, and they have water trucks and lots of prayers. I hope so. So yeah, so wow, okay. I didn't even know. So wait, what? Holy crap! The fires are affecting into the states of USA that far. I can't get over it. But yeah, there's not just one fire, eh? As of yesterday, I know I'm probably going to be wrong now because there's fires every minute they said that are being created, started, right? Yesterday there was 29 blazing out of control fires, and they were 15,226 firefighters in the United States yesterday that were working all at the same time. You know, that's a lot of people. 50,000 or 40,000 firefighters makes you like, whew, that's crazy stuff. Yeah, man, Carlos. Sometimes we gotta take time for ourselves, bro. Damn right. Thanks, Craig 1971, and everyone for taking the time to stop by the channel, for all the support you guys give the channel. Crying hippie, everyone. Fino, thanks again for stopping by. Hope to see you again. And yeah, VC, thanks a lot for mentioning those mosquitoes that they're going to send to kill us. It's a bit concerning. Definitely concerning. Our temp dropped 10 to 12 degrees as smoke blocked out sunlight. Now there we're talking about something really important. The delicious miles 67. That's dangerous, and that's exactly what's going to happen. It's going to be crazy. We got grasshoppers down here, big as a bird. Yeah, Carlo, that is crazy, man. I believe it. But here, man, we lost them all. And it used to be, Carlos, D. Fletcher, when I used to walk in the woods, just to walking in the brushes, walking in the bushes, it used to, every step I would take, you'd see all the grasshoppers jump up and they go, they'd jump everywhere. But it doesn't happen anymore. I don't see any of them, nowhere at all. This year, you want to laugh? I didn't see any ladybugs. Listen, the infestation of ladybugs here, when summer, just before summer starts, you would not believe it. Used to work on a bus. When I was driving the bus, at one point I had to bring back a bus because we had too many ladybugs on it. You leave the windows open, it was incredible. But how come this year I have not seen one? It doesn't make any sense. I believe something is killing off the insects. Maybe it's the chemtrails. Maybe the chemtrails, it's a long death and we're not going to die. We're just going to get sick. I don't know. Makes you wonder, though, when you see all the wildlife. Look at the locusts in... you want to talk about killing off insects? Okay, well, why not do it in in Africa and Kenya? Did you see that? All their crops, everything destroyed. And then they go to grain silos, they go to corn, and they land. You count to 20. They lift up and they take off. No vegetation left, just sticks. That's crazy stuff. Definitely crazy stuff. So I'm going to thank each and every one of you for stopping by. Really appreciate it. Broussard, I have no mosquitoes because they are all my house. I've been bitten up so bad. Are you serious? It's funny. And here in Canada, we usually have a lot. And especially me being close to the woods like that, there should definitely be a lot more mosquitoes here. And there really was not any here at all. Uriel, Brandebourg, es-tu ici? Je ne l'ai pas vu. C'est oui, bienvenue Uriel. Je suis désolé de t'avoir manqué. Et je la vois. Bienvenue Uriel. Hey, I used to have an Orel 4. I used to, way back, but it was to relax. Yeah, absolutely. And I don't know. I cut the habit because where I was working, when I had to work on the buses, I had to quit smoking because we get tested every year. You know, excuse the expression, piss tests and everything. So there was absolutely no marijuana that could come into me. I've never been against it. I know a lot of people that smoke, and it's now legal in Canada and stuff like that. But no, I was able to limit myself on that for sure, because especially driving a bus. Quelle est la trajectoire des fusées Apollo? Je ne sais pas si celle présentement, Apollo, que vous parlez, ou je ne sais vraiment pas. I'm going to have to check on that, Jean-Marc. Il va falloir que je vérifie, mon frère. Les ceintures de Van Allen, ça, c'en est un autre, hein? Ces fameuses ceintures-là de Van Allen. Écoute, là. Moi, je visionne la Lune. Hein, il parle que c'est le Van Allen Belt est entre la Lune et la Terre. Et moi, là, je sais pas. Il y a quelque chose qui marche pas avec ça. Les Van Allen Belts. Une accumulation, une section où il y a des centaines ou des milliers d'astéroïdes, de gros morceaux, là, qui se fracassent, là. Je ne sais pas. Tammy, many kisses to you, Bruce. Love your work. You are great. Thank you so much, Tammy. I hope you're still here, that you got a chance for me to say hi and thanks. John, Nile fever has appeared here. I was hearing about that, man. The Nile fever. What the hell? I hope these sicknesses are not caused by someone actually deliberately causing them. That would be so sad. Frédéric Santorelli, salut Bruce, un petit coucou de France avec ton live, avant ton live soit terminé. Oui, puis je m'en vais. I wanted to take the time. Merci, Frédéric. Je voulais prendre le temps de dire bonjour à tout le monde. I wanted to say hi to everybody. I have another live stream coming up. I got to save my voice if I want to be able to talk. I'm going to get another video for you guys here and the Friends channel. I'll get 2 videos up today. I'm going to be working like a dog today. Best channel ever. Thank you very much, David Brown. Thanks a lot, man. I appreciate that so much. You have no mosquitoes because they are all at my house, says Dana. Yeah, I read that before. It was funny. Dana, thanks, for everything. Bruce, that's true. No ladybugs have either. Same from... Yeah, well, you were the first I saw mention, Darla, at one point. It was exactly during the live stream that there was no mosquitoes. But I'm thinking of it now, and there's no ladybugs. And there should be a lot of ladybugs. Because usually there's a moment where they come into the house like crazy. I mean, there's at least 15 or 20 that I gently bring back to outside. I don't know why I'm doing it. They're going to come back in. But I do it anyways. Bring them outside. And see, Cindy, he's still green. Every time you come here, you're green. And I re-add you again. But the only reason you're green, Marty, is because you didn't leave here. Because if you leave here and come back, you're not green. So thanks, everybody. I am off. Don't worry, when I attack people, I attack directly. I'm a savage. I don't go around and attack you guys. Thank you for your channel, Bruce, matey. Thank you very much, sir. Sending lots of love from Adelaide, South Australia. I thought there was some Australian accent in that. Thank you. And you, to Darla Lama, thank you very much. Moi, Justin, Mr. Maynard, hope to see you very, very soon. Mark Matheny, it's time for me to go. Love. Oh, thanks, man. Sorry for just seeing it. I see there that it says... Thank you very much, Amaral 4. It says, see, Cindy, I'm green, but I'm looking for the message before that. Cindy, me still green. Okay. And you didn't feel like asking me, brah? Anyways, I'm out, guys. Thanks a lot for the ongoing support. I appreciate it, and I'll talk to you all very, very soon.